Okay, my name is Doug Gray, and I'm here today to have a lively little conversation with my friend Don Sandel. Don and I met recently in a Certificate of Applied Positive Psychology program in Raleigh, North Carolina. He represents the contingent from Chicago that flies to Raleigh, and I fly from Nashville to Raleigh. So, welcome to this call, Mr. Don Sandel.
Happy to be here. Anything I can do to help.
Glad to have you in the conversation. So tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do. I know you've been in training and development, leadership development, and pharma forever. And I know you're passionate about positive psychology. I know you're an avid speaker. What else, Don?
What else, or do you want me to go back over that stuff?
No, I don't know. If that was inaccurate, let me know.
Well, I will give you at least a little bit of my work background. Yeah, I've been in the corporate learning space for a good, I hate to say this, but a good 25 years. And it started from just the learning, training, talent perspective. And then I really got into leadership development, and that kind of coincided with my own leadership growth. So I've been leading training teams out of those 25 years, probably for the past 10 or 15 years.
Perfect.
And I've been in multiple industries. I've been in airlines. I've been in tech. I've been in security. I've been in just most recently in pharma. But about 5-6 years ago, when I was studying how the brain affects learning, I kind of fell into positive psychology and then started researching that. That ultimately is what brought you and I together.
It is. So I know about your passion in brain neuropsychology and biology, but let's hold off on that for a second. You took a bunch of assessments throughout your career, and then I know recently you took the VIA, the Values in Action, and you probably know off the top of your tongue what your top 5 signature strengths are. What are they, Don?
Here, let me look at my list.
There you go.
The list tells me, and I actually thought this was really good, and I thought it was pretty spot on. So here's my 1 through 5.
Okay.
Humor, love of learning, appreciation of beauty and excellence, kindness, and rounding out with number 5, curiosity.
I love it.
Yeah.
So many people define positive psychology in different ways, but generally the art and science of applying those 5 things in some clever way. Can you give us an example of a way in which you've applied one of your character strengths recently?
Yeah, the one that's number 5 could easily move up to number 1 because I am just insatiable in my curiosity and my seeking of knowledge. My father used to be like that. Went on vacation to kind of Eastern Europe. I went to Hungary, and long story short, saw some relatives on my wife's side. Anyhow, one of the things where we were able to bond is I was constantly peppering them with questions, and they actually appreciated that. It helped us kind of form a bond because they felt that I actually legitimately, and I do, cared about them, cared about their cities, cared about their country, and it really helped form a bond.
I bet it did. You and I have read about Chris Peterson's work and Other People Matter. And then I pressed it, we both pressed it a little bit to say relationships matter. And
Yeah.
and that example makes me imagine you and your father traveling through Hungary.
Yeah.
The humor that must have resulted. I thought you were going to talk about your top one, humor, because I've seen that several times in a training room.
Yeah, but you know what? That's another way to just build relationships. You have joy together, you have laughs together, you build relationship.
So let's go to where you see positive psychology going next, sort of trends in the science. It's a new topic, frankly, maybe 20 years old, and you've probably seen all kinds of faddish, scientific and evidence-based notions come and go. But you've embraced this one wholeheartedly. So where do you think positive psychology is going or leading or trending?
Yeah, that's actually a great question because I wouldn't say it's at its apex right now, but it's definitely ascending. And I think the reason it's ascending is because of great research that it's evidence-based, that it's science-based. If it was some really good theory or if it was some great platitudes, which I think mostly pre-25 years ago it probably was, some people might embrace it, the corporate world wouldn't. I think part of the reason why the corporate world is starting to embrace this is because it's evidence-based. So taking that next step and kind of to really answer your question is, I think it belongs in a corporate world from a well-being perspective, from a culture and engagement perspective, and I also think from a leadership development perspective.
So if people want to contact you, what's your website and your phone number, and how do they do so? Please. Say it
That's
out loud.
that's right. That's the whole reason why I'm on this call. Let me sell my stuff. You can reach me at gopositive.com, and that's go positive without the E.
So GOPOSITIV.com, is that correct?
You got it.
And a good phone number is?
224-688-6544.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to say before I, push the little red button and quit this recording?
No, I love it that you're doing this, and I can't wait to keep working with you.
Let's be a resource for everybody. I'm Doug Gray, action-learning.com. Be in touch.